Okay, it's the big game between Man City and Arsenal at the Emirates. I don't know why my top is coming up so high. This is me before the game. I'm going to give a prediction. I actually predicted Liverpool versus Everton correctly the other day. I predicted 2-0 and it happened. Can I make it 2 for 2? Probably not. This is just so tough to call Arsenal versus Man City. The one thing I'd say coming into this is there's more chance of Arsenal smashing City than there is City smashing Arsenal. And if Arsenal win this, then I think they win the Prem. If they win this and win their game in hand, they go 11 points clear. But the team sheet, there's no Thomas Partey tonight, which is massive, of course. He's their maybe best player alongside Odegaard and Saka. I actually did say in my Will Arsenal Win the League video how crucial Partey is if he gets injured. There's no replacement. Jorginho comes in. I think I would be a lot more confident if it was a Caicedo, a more like-for-like replacement. But Jorginho is obviously a fantastic player. I just think when you compare him with what Man City have in Rodri's just so much better. Pep's record at the Emirates is also insane. I mean, he's played 7, won 6 of them, and a lot of them quite convincing as well. They've smashed Arsenal a few times over the years. But this is a different Arsenal side. This is an Arsenal side that, can go 8 points above Man City tonight to stay top. And I'm going to go for the most boring prediction ever. I'm going to go for a 1-1. I'm going to predict maybe a Kevin De Bruyne goal outside the box and an Eddie Nketiah goal as well. I will see you after the game. Well, Pep has done it again at the Emirates. That's now 8 undefeated for Pep, 7 wins. And I thought it was a really impressive performance from Man City, considering the fact it's at the Emirates, and Arsenal before this game in their 10 home games this year had won 8 and drew 2. So I think, a phenomenal performance from City. I thought, in the 90 minutes, it reminded me of a Man City versus Liverpool game, actually at the Etihad a few years ago, in a massive game. This was a massive game as well. In the whole 90 minutes, even without the goals, I think you could see who the better side was. I just thought under pressure, I said in my video, Will Arsenal Win the League? Arsenal play to Man City's benefit. The amount of times that Arsenal give the ball away to Man City, I thought it was quite poor from Arsenal. Man City, when they're under serious pressure, Ederson just kicks it away. I think Arsenal have to do that a little bit more. People have criticised Man City actually for, with Haaland, they're not using him properly, and I think at times that's been true, quite a lot actually. But what they can do is go long to Haaland under pressure. When they get impressed, Man City, the defenders, they usually do keep the ball. I thought Jack Grealish was brilliant at doing that tonight, dropping deeper, getting involved in the play. I thought there were numerous times where he helped Man City break the press. But what they can do as well is go long. There were quite a lot of times tonight where Ederson pumped it long. They have a target man up there that can hold the ball up. I thought Haaland versus Saliba was so interesting tonight. It was a really fun watch. I thought Haaland got the better of him most of the game. I think him and Gabriel was a bit of a mismatch. There was one time where it actually should have been a pen to Man City, but it was offside. I think first, let's get into Ederson, because the penalty, was it a penalty? Was it not a penalty? It was a penalty. There's no doubt in my mind that it's a penalty. My thing with Ederson is he does this so often. He didn't need to do it. It was covered by Kyle Walker. Ederson did not need to come out. All he did was give Nketiah a better chance of scoring. Whereas if he just stayed in the goal, Ederson, Kyle Walker probably blocks the shot. He's done that so many times, Ederson. He's a brilliant keeper, but he does have that in him. And it's a definite penalty. I know the ball's been played, but you just can't do that. It was greatly taken by Bukayo Saka, obviously their main man. Saka, I thought, was quite quiet in the game. Same with Martinelli. I thought Man City did a brilliant job at making sure their wingers didn't get too involved in the play. Of course, Bernardo Silva was at left back, pretty much. I didn't really keep an eye on Bernardo Silva that much to say whether he played well or not, but Bukayo Saka wasn't that involved, so you can't say that he did too bad. The thing is, he did have Grealish with him alongside, and Grealish, in the last few weeks, I've noticed, really does work hard. Jack Grealish, he shows amazing effort to get back. We've seen them in the Tottenham games, and in this game as well. I thought he was coming back and helping very well. I was really impressed with Jack Grealish tonight, actually. Jack Grealish tonight made me realise that he's good enough to be in a title-winning side. I definitely start him over Foden. I think Jack Grealish is in that starting left winger spot, especially tonight. And he got the goal. as well. Finished it past Aaron Ramsdale. I think Ramsdale could do a bit better there, to be honest. I think if that's someone else in the league, a Lloris, I think he gets criticised for that. So I think Ramsdale should have done a bit better for the goal. But I actually thought Aaron Ramsdale was fantastic tonight. Overall, his ball playing capabilities are unreal. He was the only defender I thought that didn't really make a mistake. I have a hot take. I don't think Kevin De Bruyne was that good tonight. Like, the goal is sensational. The technique, he's made it look so easy, honestly. It's an unbelievable goal. And Tomiyasu, I don't know what he's doing. Just kick it out for a throw-in. I don't know if he looked to see whether Kevin De Bruyne was there. I think it's worse if he's done that and he's actually not looked. You've got to look. And if you haven't looked, just kick it out for a throw-in. Can't risk it in this big of a game. And Kevin De Bruyne also got an assist for Haaland at the end of the game. An amazing finish from Haaland. But overall, I thought Kevin De Bruyne was really, really poor. It would help if I could find him. Kevin De Bruyne, he got man of the match. I don't know. His accurate pass rate was 67%. I know the stats isn't everything. Lost the ball 12 times. But I just thought he was very wasteful in possession. A lot of the times there was a great pass on and I didn't think he made it. Just lost the ball a lot of times, pretty much. Mahrez as well, really disappointed in Mahrez. I don't know how to feel about Mahrez because he has a game where he just looks absolutely sensational. And then he has a game against Man United where I just think he's terrible. And today, I thought he was awful again. The amount of times he could have laid it off to a midfielder, to a De Bruyne, and he decided to try and take on like 4 players and then lose the ball, which means Arsenal are then in transition on a counter-attack. Yeah, I thought he was poor tonight. Mahrez. Rodri is unbelievable. Rodri is unbelievable. The Casemiro Party Rodri debate, I change my mind every week pretty much on it. He is sensational. He does not lose the ball. He does not lose it. I just thought he was so good. Probably my man of the match, actually, Rodri. Really impressed. Same with Akanji. Thought he was brilliant. Diaz as well. Ruben Diaz is so huge for Man City. So huge. I'm sick of this. John Stones is the best centre-back in the world. Don't know when that became a thing. Ruben Diaz is better than him. You can see the difference between Ruben Diaz and John Stones. But for Arsenal, I think it is disappointing. That 3-game, drought that you're on now, losing to Everton away, Brentford at home, Man City. It is all 3 very tough games though. Everton had the manager bounce. Brentford are a really good side. They've taken points from so many teams, especially the top teams, and the 8th in the Premier League. Man City at home, but these are games you have to win if you're going to be champions. Champions don't care if there's a new manager. They just win the game. A title winning side doesn't matter if you're 8th in the Premier League. That's nothing to a champion. It doesn't matter if you're playing the best team in the league, one of your contenders for the Premier League. If you're home, you have to win. And Man City just have that. They just have that dog in them. They just have that champion mentality that Arsenal don't have. Arsenal are the youngest squad in the Premier League. It has to be said. I mean, when I look at Gabriel, Granit Xhaka, to Nketiah tonight, I thought he had 3 chances where he could have scored. He should have scored, especially the header in the first half. And there was a ball across from Saka, I think, or someone, and he missed it. That was quite an easy chance. And at the end of the game, there was a header. When you look at Haaland compared to Nketiah, the difference tonight was incredible. Nketiah is capable of a very good game, but Haaland does it every game, pretty much. Gabriel, I thought, struggled against Haaland. I've been saying I think if Arsenal were to really, really go for the league, they will go for it this year. But for me, if I was to consider them favourites, I think they need. I just think Gabriel is not at the level of a Diaz, or a Saliba, or a Laporte, a John Stones. I just don't think he is that level. And it sounds harsh because he's had a very good year. I think he's a very good centre-back, but he's not at a Premier League winning level. Thought Jorginho was great tonight. Amazing how he always finds space. He just always has space, Jorginho. I don't understand it. He's never under pressure, really. Always has bundles amount of space. But yeah, I just think the main difference for me tonight was Haaland and Nketiah. Just Haaland was so dominant, so physically demanding on those Arsenal centre-backs. They'll probably wake up tomorrow sore with bruises all over them. And Nketiah just didn't do that. Missed 3 great chances as well. And did Haaland get 2 goals? No, just 1. I thought he was sensational tonight, honestly. Just such a handful for the defenders. Yeah, really impressed from Man City. And I think from here, I think they do go on to win the Premier League. Let me know in the comments who you think will win the Premier League. Is it still Arsenal or is it Man City? For me, Man City. And if you have enjoyed the video, give it a like and subscribe if you're new. And thank you for watching.